What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video here. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks since I dropped another video. I haven't been doing a ton of racing in the last couple weeks here. Just kind of been hanging out. It was my birthday, my fiance Olivia's birthday. Yeah, and my best friend Donnie, his birthday's tomorrow. And yeah, so just had a lot going on, that sort of thing. But I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be starting on. This is the next project. It's going to take us from 2021 into 2022. And yeah, we got a couple different things planned for you guys, but this is probably one of the bigger projects that we're going to be doing over the course of 6 to 8 months or so. So we'll kind of show you what we're going to be doing here. We're starting on it possibly tomorrow. Donnie said for his birthday that maybe he wanted to pull the engine tomorrow morning, possibly. So yeah, I'll show you what we got going on here. So we were able to tell that I had ran them. So I'm going to kind of show you guys. So if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, you saw Cindy had purchased this 2001 Integra GSR. Pretty clapped out, needs a lot of work, a lot more work than she or I are willing to put into it. So what we ended up doing was we're actually going to take the engine and transmission and we're going to put that into a shell that she bought, which is basically the same exact car that I have over here, just different color. But yeah, so we're going to be taking that. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, is pulling the engine and transmission out of this car. And we're actually going to put it on the engine stand over there. We're going to tear it all down. New head gaskets. We're going to do a bunch of different things because this thing has been worked over like hard. The guy that had this thing before her, complete idiot. Like, didn't know anything what he was doing. So anyways, she's getting the engine and transmission, the wheels off of this car, and Donnie is actually taking this car then, and he's actually been purchasing a few different things that he wants to do to this car. He's actually putting a 302 V8 and a T5 manual transmission in this car. We're going to be doing a swap on this as well at some point. That's not something that is as crucial time crunched as the DA Integra swap with this going into the shell. So it's going to kind of be more of a long-term project. Hopefully get that done maybe sometime next year as well. But for the meantime, we're going to pull this and get it on the engine stand tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, start tearing it apart. We just ordered a ton of stuff for it. You know, basically a complete gasket kit for it. Mostly all OEM Honda. We got a Kinetic head gasket coming. Just a ton of different things because this engine really needs a lot of work. So if you could, guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get into the video here. So as you can see here, the last person that had this car didn't think he needed gaskets. I mean, why not just use high temp silicone? That was their thoughts on everything. I mean, literally, like silicone. It must have a silicone head gasket as well. So yeah, we're going to be pulling this GSR motor apart, giving her the full works, and it'll be going in the DA Integra. Haven't decided yet if we're going to be keeping power steering or not. Probably for her, she might want to have power steering. We don't have power steering in that car, but you know, with these guns, I mean, do you really need it? Probably not. If anything, it's just hurting me. Fast forward a few hours, guys. Didn't feel like waiting until morning, so I'm gonna start doing some stuff tonight and try and get some of this shit wrapped up here before Donnie gets here in the morning. He's bringing a chain hoist so that way we can pull the engine and trans out in one go. We have been dropping them out of the bottom because my engine hoist has not been available for a while. Somebody borrowed it and never got it back. So yeah, we've been dropping them out the bottom as of late, but Donnie's got a chain hoist, so we're going to hook that up to the rafters here in the morning. Sling that pig right out of there. So we'll get going on this and see what we can get accomplished tonight yet. Got the strut tower brace off there. That's, I believe, factory Integra GSR strut tower brace. Gonna disconnect the battery now. Get this bad boy out of here. Don't know what these super ghetto red cheap wires are with these really nice connectors. God, yeah. So we'll get this unbolted and we'll get the battery out of the way here. Okay, so what I'm actually trying to do here is I'm trying to keep pretty much the entire engine harness assembly on the engine and just disconnecting it from the chassis itself. So I got, like, you know, everything disconnected from the battery and the fuse box and the ABS module here. So yeah, I just folded all this shit back, and right now I'm working on disconnecting the like starter harness, sensors, that sort of thing, and all the computer wires basically from this junction block here on the strut tower. So once I get that all done, then I can focus on like disconnecting the power steering, the exhaust, and I think I'm gonna save it for last, probably wait till the morning to drain all the antifreeze and stuff out of this, because I don't feel like making a mess tonight. So I'll probably roll the car out for that and be able to rinse everything down with the hose after. So that'll be like the last possible thing I do. So I'm just gonna keep plugging along here, disconnecting all these connectors, and get rolling with that. These OBD2 cars definitely have a lot more components and plugins and stuff compared to this car here. So once this thing's out, we're going to be basically removing probably 75% of all the crap that is on this thing. We're going to be putting an OBD1 engine harness on this engine. Yeah, it's going to be way, way, way more simplified because we don't need 99% of this crap. So I'm going to keep plugging away here. Pull off the some of these vacuum hoses here. These, if you have an older Honda, you want to make sure you save these hoses. This little stupid check valve here is like $25 or $30 for, I believe, a new one. I think even the used ones are going for like, I want to say $15 or $20. So if you have an older Honda, save the check valve. Make sure you always keep that. You don't want to get rid of that bad boy. So I got to disconnect the cruise control. I'm just gonna keep going. All right, well, what I'm working on now, I just got the power steering lines, the high pressure and low pressure lines disconnected. I got some of the AC lines kind of out of the way for now. What I'm gonna attempt right now is to see if I can get these header bolts off of here. Could end in tragedy. I'm thinking either way, the head should probably get sent out to the machine shop. Yeah, hopefully we don't bust any off in there, but could happen. So luckily the dumbass that put the high temp silicone as a exhaust manifold gasket, luckily he didn't tighten the header bolts, because they are all, every single one of them is loose. Literally could break these. Oh, this one is literally ready to fall out. Yeah, every single one was. Oh, that was the only one that had a little bit of tension on it. Wow. What an idiot. Wow. Look at that. That's a work of fucking art right there. Jesus. If you are a subscriber of my channel and do some shit like this, please unsubscribe right now, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. It is solid high temp silicone, dude. Crazy. Wow. Well, I wasn't gonna pull any coolant hoses tonight, but I decided, well, what would be the fun in not pulling a coolant hose and getting all full of antifreeze right before I want to go to bed at 11 o'clock at night? Well, hopefully my drain pan catches most of this. Here we go. It's catching, I would say, most of it for sure. I'm getting kind of close to calling her quits here tonight. I ended up getting the radiator out, got the upper and lower radiator hose out. Also disconnected the heater core hoses from the head. So yeah, just gonna button up a couple things here tonight. Make sure I don't have a huge puddle of oil underneath here when I come out in the morning or something, but probably gonna have quite a bit of antifreeze to clean up because, yeah, about 50% of it maybe ended up in the catch pan. So I'll have to roll the car out the tightly fit garage here in the morning and get everything kind of rinsed up, because I'm gonna be having to go underneath it tomorrow morning to get the CV axles and all that fun stuff. And the exhaust disconnected. So I want to make sure that I'm not laying in a pile of crap. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Next morning, y'all, got Donnie here. Say hi, Donnie.
Hello.
Donnie's on there trying to get the infamous bitch pin that really sucks to get on pretty much all the Hondas on the shift linkage. So he's working on pounding that out. He brought the chain hoist over. We got that on a 4x4 up there, so we should be good to go there as well. I got the upper ball joint and the axle, CV axle nut off, so I should be able to pull the CV axles out here shortly. We got the trans fluid drained, so that way when we pull them out, we're good there. Yeah, Donnie's just under there struggling.
This sucks.
It really does suck.
It's probably never been removed, so
yeah.
it does not want to come up.
Yeah, I pounded on it for a little bit. Now he's under there pounding on it and trying to get it to move. Might have to throw a little bit of heat on it possibly. But yeah, just working. As soon as we get that pin out, I can slide the CV axles out, and then we're going to pull the engine mounts and pull the engine out. To drop her out the bottom maybe, or I think it'll fit. Fancy dancy eBay header there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Make engine noises. There, that's required. So we got trans mount, rear mount off the back. And Donnie's taking the bolt out of the side bracket or side mount deal. Swivels somewhere up here. There you go. So yeah, just working on getting the final trans mount off, and she will be loosey-goosey. So we were going to try to pull the engine out the top, but with the engine and transmission together and keeping the power steering, AC, all that stuff on the engine to keep it easier, we decided we're going to drop the engine out the bottom and use the chain hoist and lift the car up over top of it. We got the engine on a little rolly dolly right now, so we're just throwing some bolts here back in the where the engine mounts were. We're going to lift the whole car right up. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Engine, trans, even kept the AC power steering and everything on her. Look at that. Oh yeah.
That's some redneck ingenuity.
Oh yeah. Got the wheels back on, got the ball joint, everything, the struts hooked back up. Getting her lowered down and we can roll her out. Whew! Look at that wheel well gap with no weight in her. Pretty intense. It's got a lift kit. It'll be squatting with that V8 in there though.
Oh yeah.
A lot of work, but it'll be cool when it's done. Alright guys, so we managed to get the GSR engine and trans out of the car today. Kind of a pain in the ass, more so because everything was dirty, greasy, nasty. You can see we're dirty as hell. So, but yeah, we got it out, and that's probably going to conclude it for this episode. The next episode would probably be us tearing the engine apart, seeing what's going on there. We have a ton of parts ordered for this engine, so we're going to go through it, get it all good to go, and get her dropped in the other shell. So if you guys could, please like this video, please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Catch you all in the next one.